All rise. Support court with Judge Vanda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1064, Adams case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Adams?
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I've decided that I need a little more money a month with the child that we have, so that's why I'm here.
All right. So currently, how much are you receiving?
I think it's about minimum wage.
Okay, so about, what, $213 or so?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yes, around that area.
All right. How old is the child?
She's 5.
Okay. Does mom give anything extra? Has she been doing anything extra?
No. Nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So how?
Welcome to Village 01. And today's case. Phew, it's got everything. Alleged abuse, bipolar disorder, child support drama, and a 5-year-old stuck in the middle. Mr. Adams claims he's barely scraping by, while the mother just landed a $55,000 job and still says she can't pay more. But the real twist. She admits to attacking him over microwaved food. Judge Vanda B has her work cut out for her. Is this about financial hardship or emotional manipulation? And when both parents claim to love their child, who's really doing right by her? Buckle up, because what starts as a plea for more support spirals into a storm of past trauma, financial irresponsibility, and courtroom fireworks. Let's get into it.
Is on minimum wage child support. Was she working previously?
She was working previously, and then she quit the job, I want to say. I can't really get that backstory out of her, but we had to separate, Your Honor. I couldn't do it anymore.
You couldn't do what anymore?
I couldn't be with her. She started to get very just abusive for what it is. My breaking point, she went upside my head because I couldn't put her food in the microwave.
Oh wow. This lady did that?
Your Honor.
She looks so sweet.
No. You darn near need to get the bailiff in here. I can't. She's very abusive. She can play the funk.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna throw nothing at me, are you?
No, ma'am. No.
Okay. Well, he said you went upside his head. I just want to make sure you don't try to go upside mine.
You know, it was a rough day that day. You know, Your Honor, I'm diagnosed bipolar, and I was just having a really rough day. And our child, she was just really just crying all day, and I just needed a little bit of help. And he was just saying he couldn't help me at home, and so that's why I just kind of acted out.
Oh, okay. So it was an isolated incident?
Huh?
Was it an isolated incident?
I'm sorry, when she get her foot going like that, I just... Say it again.
Was it an isolated incident?
What do you mean, isolated?
Like, did that happen one time?
No.
She's gone upside your head numbers of times?
Numbers.
Okay.
Numbers, dozens.
It's because he let my medication, I was off my medication, and he said he couldn't pay for it because it was too expensive, you know, but I'm back on my medication.
Now, okay, wait a minute. He says she hit him because he didn't microwave her food? That's not just petty, it's abusive. And let's not forget, this isn't a one-off. Later, he reveals it's happened dozens of times. Abuse doesn't always leave visible scars, but the emotional toll is real. This isn't just a custody or support issue, it's a safety one. So, is her admission of bipolar disorder enough to excuse repeated violence, or is there more to this dynamic than meets the eye?
We were going to try and work things out. I still love him. I mean, look at him. He's a fine-looking man, and I love our child. And
He's a nice-looking guy.
I really want to work it out, and I just got this new job. And
tell me about that new job.
Well, I'm a manager at a fast food restaurant.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get back on my feet, and but I got a lot of debt, so I have to save that money, and I don't feel like I can pay more child support right now.
How much are you making now at your new job?
I'm making $55K.
$55,000. That's a lot from where you're at now.
I didn't have anything before, and I just have a lot of the credit card debt.
Okay.
And health debt, with my medication and my visits.
I understand. You understand that he has things that he needs to pay for you all's daughter, right?
Yes, yes.
And I can only imagine $200 or so for a 5-year-old is not cutting it.
It's not.
You understand that, right?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
So it's only fair that your child support is increased because your income has changed and you have the means now to support your daughter a little bit better. Now, that's not to say, I understand that you have debt. I understand that you have things that you have to pay for, but with what's in the best interest of the child, your child support should be increased. You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is your daughter involved in any extracurricular activities or anything?
Yes, she's in ballet.
Ballet, okay. How much is ballet?
It comes to about, I want to say, about $200 a month.
$200 a month, okay. And she goes throughout the year?
Yes.
Okay. What about health insurance?
I pay health insurance.
All right, how much is health insurance?
It's about $222 a month.
All right. Can mom attend any?
No.
Now this is where it gets complicated. She says she still loves him. She's emotional, vulnerable, and working to turn her life around. But let's not lose focus. Love doesn't erase the past, and it certainly doesn't pay for ballet, health insurance, or school supplies. She's earning $55,000 now, which is a huge step up, but instead of prioritizing her child's needs, she's trying to get sympathy for her own financial problems. What do you think? Should her debts outweigh her parental duties?
Okay. Oh, okay, I see. So mom had supervised visits?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So this is what we're going to do, ma'am. We are going to adjust your child support so that it increases to reflect what it should be based on your new income. You testified that your new amount was $55,000. That would bring your gross to $4,580, bringing your net to $3,504. You only have one child? This is your only child?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's going to be based on 20%, which brings your child support amount to $700.80. Now you do have to reimburse dad for the health insurance, okay? So that $780 plus the $222 for health insurance reimbursement, that brings your monthly obligation to $922.80 per month.
Okay, and there it is, supervised visits. That says a lot. When a parent can't even be alone with their child, the court is signaling major concern. It adds weight to everything Mr. Adams has said so far. So while she's fighting to pay less, the judge is clearly thinking, is this child safe, and are her needs being met? You can't argue for leniency when the system already doesn't fully trust your custody role.
Can I just mention one thing, Your Honor?
Sure.
Reggie, he's a used car salesman, and he sold me this discounted car, and it's just a junk car, and I've been having so many bills from this car.
Okay.
And I just had it in the shop, and it was $750.
All right.
Because it's just breaking down, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford all this because he's the one who sold me this and said it was a good car.
So what did you want me to do about it?
I sold her that car.
Well, here's the deal. I don't even need your defense because I didn't need her story. It doesn't have any impact on what it is that I have to do. This isn't a divorce where, we're in a temporary orders hearing and we're talking about splitting debts and anything like that. So it's irrelevant to what we're doing here today. However, you have to take care of that expense. That's how you're going to have to handle it. And if the two of you have an issue that ends up having to result in litigation, that'll be done in a different court.
Boom. $922.80 a month. That's a major jump from minimum wage support, and it includes a reimbursement for health insurance. The judge isn't just going off emotion here. This is pure math. 20% of her net income for one child. Fair, legal, non-negotiable. She may have bills, but the judge makes it crystal clear. Your debt doesn't cancel out your duty as a parent. If you can afford to work, you can afford to support your child.
So as of today, your child support has been increased to $922.80. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
So let's break this down. Judge Vonda increased mom's support obligation to $922.80 a month, based strictly on her new income. Despite the emotional back and forth and the drama about car sales and unpaid debt, the court stayed laser-focused on one thing: what's best for the child. Supervised visits, increased payments, and zero tolerance for distraction. This wasn't about who's more emotional. It was about who's more responsible. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns, right here on Village 01.